Hi everyone, Nikolai here again with you. Day 2 of the IFX Expo in Dubai. I'm here with Dmitri Laush from GetID. Dmitri, welcome. Thanks for joining us. So tell me a little bit more about GetID. How's your technology different from other KYC providers?
First of all, we are a pretty young and fast-moving company, and basically we are trying to sell as a fully flexible product. So what it means? So basically starting from a kind of a flow generator when our client can change and build the onboarding process by themselves. So our idea is that mainly this business has to be very flexible in case of B2B solution, because you see, it's like when you're starting with any other providers, it's even taking the sales process, taking you, let's say, a few weeks just to get in, and later, let's say, additionally set up, getting a lot of time from that point. So, and we see the pain from client's perspective. That's why we invested a lot into the whole onboarding procedure from the client part, and then mainly to bring the flexible solution very easy. So basically it's a kind of low-code part. So when you even can, without a high let's say quality programmers, bring it to the table.
I see.
Let's say the future, of course, it's a no-code solution when basically your grandma can understand it, but
right.
No, it's not.
We're not there yet, right?
It's not yet there.
Yeah. And I guess, can you talk more about sort of the challenges that companies like yourselves may face in developing these types of technologies?
You see, for sure it looks like very easy, but on the back end it's very hard to find a kind of, let's say, technical solution to bring it in. That's why big companies is still not yet there. But let's say the main part here is basically clients are coming in and asking a lot of new features. You see, and those new features you always let's say limited with resources of your programmers. And this part is always very hard to bring in, to decide what you should do first. So it's like when you start up, you should think how to focus on the main part what you sell. And I think it's the main, let's say, hard point when you have to bring in and decide, okay, now some of the clients, maybe we will not bring them this product, we will lose maybe in some parts some of the clients, but the main focus will be still there, and we can, let's say improve those parts for the biggest clients.
I see. And from the sort of verification perspective of the technology or the process, how much of it is actually automated, and when does the client need to use, let's say, manual process in what situations?
It's hard to say. Let's say with different clients we have different results, but for sure where we invested in is to bring this, let's say, onboarding procedure for clients very easy. So that the problem of quality of our clients is that basically they cannot upload or provide us very good quality pictures of the documents, or maybe of the face, or do, let's say, a very nice liveness test. So and where we are helping them is basically on demand. We are always saying them, guys, this picture is not adequate, right now, very good quality, just redone it, and it's not goes to, let's say, to support or to our clients already compliance. So we do it on demand. So is the main point when we advise to use our clients, let's say our SDK, Android or iOS SDK parts, when basically we can help much on the first steps of the clients. And it's very important because we see, even if we compare with those clients who are using API interfaces and mainly not using SDK, we see the quality is going down.
I see.
So that's why it's very important just to check it from the first line.
I see. And from a verification perspective, or let's say like statistically, what kind of success rate can clients expect, like clients that would like to use GetID?
It's also very different because coming from quality of the documents.
I see. And does that
can say that the best quality documents can bring, let's say, 99 success rate. But let's say if the bad quality of the document will bring us, let's say, to 70 or even 60% of success rate. This is, let's say, the story that not maybe coming from our part, but more or less from the client.
From the client. And do you think that that's something that changes regionally? Sort of, it depends on maybe not where the client is based, but where their end users are based, yeah?
For sure. I think this market, I mean, regtech technology companies are very fragmented, and in every region they have their own, let's say, legal procedures or legal compliance rules, and we see that some of them, let's say, asking more, some of them asking less. So this is, let's say, the story when we have, let's say, to understand that, okay, maybe these markets are mainly core for us, but that means for sure not that we are not covering all documents worldwide. We can cover all of them, but in some regions like Brazil or Mexico, basically they need additional checks through government, let's say, basis, or let's say additional checks from the documents.
Yep.
That is the case, and in every region clients asking additional fields, and that's why we have to say to focus. Okay, are we going to Europe or United States,
right,
or South America?
We all know that AML regulations constantly change over time in all the different jurisdictions and regions of the world. How does GetID keep pace with all of those changes?
We have a lot of partners. Mainly it's legal companies, and most of them are, let's say, selling our products. So basically it's easy for us. First of all, we are clients of them, so we pay them just to, let's say, to cover the new rules, and bring them to our clients. That means that basically when our clients coming, they're not paying for this service. So of course they will have some of the compliance people in the company.
Sure.
But we can, let's say, advise them, guys, we have, let's say, 20 companies from these regions, and most of them using this part. That's why it's really strange to hear from you that regulator asking this part.
I see.
In some cases it's, let's say, more, let's say, compliance mind people who would like maybe to be more strict, or to save company, to be more safe company.
Right.
That is the case, and for sure we need to think not only about compliance but for a business also, because in some cases if you bring very strict rules, the onboarding rate will be lower, and you will lose clients.
Right. Can you talk about any improvements or developments that have been made to your technology maybe in the last several months or year, and how have those changes basically made the experience easier for both the end users and your clients?
First of all, we invested a lot, let's say, already in documents and let's say kind of our IE technology, who is let's say what brings in this, let's say, easier onboarding, and basically with new regions is there is always new documents what coming in, and what clients asking that okay, we have such new regions and they have some of the documents and maybe our competitors not proceeding them, doesn't understand them. So that is, let's say, our story when we can do fast. We based on some, let's say, basement of the documents what provide us a client, we can bring in automatic procedures of those documents. The second, let's say, product is the let's say flow configurator itself, where let's say our clients can set up everything very fast.
I see.
We're investing in a lot in that because basically new instruments are coming, and mainly they are the part of this flow configurator. So where they can choose, do they need those products or no? They can delete it, they can change. Basically, it's a kind of even like white label solution where they can change the colors, they can change the brand names, everything without any support help. So everything automated.
So it's in other words, the integration for this for these type of products is very quick. I mean, they don't necessarily need, these companies don't need to have any any technical expertise, right?
The biggest, let's say, success what I hear from the clients for us, like feedbacks what we are getting in is that basically they integrate us in few hours or mainly in few days.
I see.
If they have additional, let's say, custom field what they need to be integrated, but if they just, let's say, use the main product, basically they can do it in few hours. It's very easy.
Wow, that's very interesting.
Really nice to get, let's say, feedback from CTOs who is doing this. They're saying, guys, you're, let's say, wonderful because I just did it very fast, and our programmer said they like the code.
It's easy to use.
That is, let's say, the main part what we see from the feedback.
And that was part of your goal, right? In sort of developing GetID is to make it very, very easy, make an uneasy process, usually uneasy process that everybody's used to historically, to make it easy.
We started from onboarding procedures from their clients, but basically our story to onboard our clients very fast. So we see that we cannot expand very fast without this automatic parts. It's very important, and that's why we spend it, let's say, more than a year just to bring in this product.
Right. Makes sense. Talk to me about your plans for the future. I mean, we could, we're obviously at a Forex industry conference. I imagine a lot of clients are Forex brokers, but GetID is not just applicable to Forex brokers, right? I mean, can you talk more about some of the other industries that your services are being used in, and kind of what can we expect in the future?
Yeah, for sure. We see huge potential from the crypto industry. So we have a lot of crypto wallets, exchanges coming in. Another part is the marketplaces who are, let's say, bringing in new products, and we see a potential there also. Payments companies, and what is really nice to see that our payment clients, let's say, advise us to their clients.
I see.
So they say, okay, we are working with GetID, and you can use them also.
It's easy to use, and it's fast integration,
you can
and
just
it works.
Do fast and start with those guys.
Right.
And we see that they bring us clients, and it's just, let's say, free for us, so which is really nice. If we're talking, let's say, about potential, so one of the products what we are building right now is a fully video identity.
Video identity?
Yes. So basically, right now we're covering liveness with video recording, which in some regulations enough, but let's say for some countries like Germany or even Estonia, for crypto industry, they are asking face-to-face rules. And this face-to-face is hard to skip with fully automated process. So that's why we are trying to merge it. First of all, clients can do most of the way automatic with our current flow, and later just, let's say, to show the face with some of, let's say, support or compliance guys, which is, let's say, can take maybe 10-20 seconds. see potential that some banks, even neobanks, also asking it. So more or less it's for security part, and it's not only just, let's say, regulation asking, but let's say some credit companies who are issuing the credit.
I see.
For them it's very important to understand fraud are coming or not, because even in some cases we can listen the voice on the background.
Sure.
And we can understand that on the background something happening, that the person onboarded, but maybe he doesn't want to onboard.
Right. Okay. I see.
Because some people pushing them to do it.
To do it, right.
So it's also important for our clients to provide this information. So some small tricks from our side to help them to prevent the fraud.
I see.
And but let's say the big vision here is the privacy where we are moving in. So basically what we would like to provide later is a kind of QR code when clients can download our app, keep all this information, all, let's say, data related with them on their app, and later control it.
I see.
So basically, even with this app, they can delete all information, because based on GDPR rules, every company have to provide ability to delete all personal information. And another part is to open an account or let's say assign to any services with one click, without, let's say, additional onboarding procedures. So this is, let's say, the story where we're moving, and that for sure we can do with our, let's say, clients and partners if they will be, let's say, ready for that product. It's, let's say, the big vision where we're moving later.
And with respect to the app, if I'm a user, I can essentially store my KYC information in the app, and if I use different merchants or something for purchasing goods, or I have a trading account with a broker, I could essentially use that app for for verification in all of these systems.
And you see, I'm personally, let's say, also like trader, so I have a lot of crypto exchanges, accounts,
here,
forex
there,
brokerage accounts, and so on. And let's say to keep everything, so I have a file when I store this, but basically it's not so useful. So our story is that basically our clients can store it into this app, control first of all the data, and then bring in new marketplaces or new services in. So you see, let's say you have 10 providers. Some of them you can delete because you're not using
anymore.
First of all, then you can bring in new partners, and we can advise you. Maybe some of our partners who can. You would like to get loan? Okay, some of our partners can provide it, and you can do it with one single button. So you just push the button, and you're not doing, let's say, the second or the third time onboarding procedure.
Because it's already been done.